Sasuke, don't you walk away from me now. Sasuke, you need to double up on your Lexapro and your Prozac to cool off that emo-ism. Oh, I'm on. See you next Wednesday. Hello. I'm Dr. Pale, where there ain't nothing I ain't willing to throw a pail at. Today's topic is, of course, anime. I'm going to be doing a little segment here on the show I like to call, What Was You Thinking? FCC, what was you thinking by making Mr. Popo all blue? Now I know we've all been hearing about this, that they changed something in Dragon Ball Kai by making Mr. Popo look like an overgrown Smurf. But the truth is, this is not Funimation's fault or 4Kids' fault. It was the FCC who made this decision. Why? They thought he was too black and was worried about racism. Well, let me tell you something, FCC. There's lots of African-American Dragon Ball Z fans, and never not once did Mr. Popo come up in conversation. By the way, I have a question. I'm a different kind of, I wasn't paying attention to the color of Mr. Popo's skin. I was paying attention to the turban on his head. Who? Come to think of it, why didn't you censor the turban? Instead, he looks... Mr. Popo, now he looks like a radioactive Smurf. And it looks just plain silly. Come on, FCC. I know you want to blame Funimation and blame 4Kids for this one, but the truth is, this is the government's fault. Sorry to sound like a Tea Party, but I am from Texas. While we're on the topic of Dragon Ball Z, Krillin, what was you thinking when you decided not to kill Android 18 right before the Cell games? Now I remember when Cell, after he absorbed Android 17 and was about to absorb Android 18, Krillin was given a device to blow up Android 18. Well, guess what, Krillin? He wussied out. Why? Because he fell in love with Android 18 except because she gave him a kiss on the forehead. Then Krillin, not only does he not decide to blow up Android 18, he destroys the remote. And then guess what? Cell absorbs 18 and it becomes Perfect Cell, and then we get the Cell games. And it's all your fault, Krillin. Krillin, here is my prescription. Think with your big bald head, not with your little bald head. So anyway, FCC, here is my prescription. Why don't you do what you did to Mr. Popo and lighten up, man? Cartoon Network. Come on, everybody, say it with me now. What were you thinking? I'm putting live action on your shows. Can't you read the label at the bottom of your own network? Are you illiterate or don't even know what the hell you're supposed to air? By all means, if you don't want the anime, just give it to us, the fans. We'll create our own network. That's my prescription. Ichigo, what was you thinking in episodes, 36 to 40, when you made it to the Repentance Cell area before anybody else did, and then you had to fight Kenny, the captain of 11th Squadron. And you were totally unprepared for that just for a minute. Now here's what bothers me. You felt Chad's spiritual pressure disappear, and you were all sad. Oh no, Chad's spiritual pressure is gone. If only I'd helped him. Yeah, you're damn right. You made it to the Repentance Cell before anybody else did. Gee, you got ahead of the pack. Maybe it might be a good idea to, I don't know, go back and look for him. Go help Chad and Orihime and Uryu and come on back down so you all go to the Repentance Cell together. What a knucklehead. By the way, to this video, what were you thinking by not having this line? After Ichigo successfully killed the captain of the Squad 11, whose name was ironically Kenny, just this once, why couldn't you have added something that was not in the Japanese version? Just once, I wanted to hear this.
Oh my God! You killed Kenny! You bastard!
B. Finchcon, what was you thinking by having an all-outdoor anime convention? No, I'm not kidding you. They had an all-outdoor anime convention. Well, gee, can't imagine anything going wrong there. Not like it could rain. Didn't even provide tents. What a shocker. Only about 20 or something people showed up. Where was the dealer's room anyway? Yeah, you go by there by that tree, you know, and you take care of that. My prescription? Get a hotel. Now let's move on to the hentai category, or at least the ecchi category. The guy from School Days. Come on, for those of you who've seen School Days, say it with me now. What were you thinking when Sekai done get pregnant? Alright, first of all, what was you thinking by not wearing a condom? They're only 99 cents, but it ain't that expensive. But here's what's crazy. Sekai claimed she was pregnant. And what did the dude do? He decided to break up with Sekai via text message, even though she was in the room right next to him. The guy didn't even have the balls to just walk up to Sekai and say, hey, I'd like to break up. Oh, and by the way, I want you to get an abortion. That's right. He told her to get an abortion and that it was a breakup via text message when she was in the next room. Her reaction? Quite predictable. Okay, so I'll just say this to the dude. What part of hell hath no fury when it comes to women don't you understand? Haven't you ever heard of letting her off easy? My prescription? Sit down and have a conversation, adoption, whatever. You didn't have to do it like that. Or better yet, a better prescription? Just don't date psycho chicks. That goes for all of us. That's all the time we got today. Coming up next, my prescriptions for what'll calm Bulma down. And does Ranma qualify as having multiple personality disorder?